Know what time it is.
How it all works.
Come on.
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 How it all works.
Come on. Yes, 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 and yes. What's up, family? It's 7 p.m. on a Monday. This is not our normal time, but I'm glad that you're here with us anyway. I see you in the comments, Austin. I see you, Charles. I see you, Corey. I see you, Scully's House of Thrillers. I see all you. See Kanik. I see all y'all, man. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, man. We got an expert in the building, and I'm excited about it. But I want to say a few words about Convos and Collabs, man. Convos and Collabs. Excited about this space that we're in. Here, I want to actually show real quick couple of announcements. See, you see that thing scrolling on the bottom of the screen right there that says join our mailing list. This is what I'm showing you right now on the screen. Is this email went out today? How it all works, weekly notes. This is our newsletter for the day, for the week. And we're celebrating, of course, women. Let's celebrate the National Library of Congress, National Archives, Records Administration, National Endowment of Humanities, National Gallery of Art, National Park Service, Smithsonian Institution, United States, all of these folks joined together commemorating and encouraging the study, observance, and celebration of the vital role of women in American history. Amazing stuff. And yes, you can click that link and it'll give you some more information. Another thing I wanted to show real quick is the latest video that we have on the channel, fam. Let me tell you, this background music hack, go and check that thing out. It dropped yesterday on the channel and it is doing very well. Thank you guys for your feedback, for those that have been commenting and sharing. This is one of those sub 10-minute videos that will really, if you use StreamYard, this joint is for you. You want to check that thing out. Again, you see scrolling on the bottom of the screen, you know, if you want to join us for the after party, you want to get in a few questions with Lem and myself, you want to jump into, go over to buymeacoffee.com right now, buymeacoffee.com/Kirk R. Nugent, and grab your ticket there, and you can get access to the after party, man. So on our season finale, season 2, we had that award, and so we finally posted the award video. That video is available in the newsletter. See, you gotta have the newsletter, man. And then this coming Wednesday, I see Austin is in the comments, man. So but this coming Wednesday, me and Austin are gonna take a look at Loopback, and we might even have another guest come through. I talked with somebody else today who said that it may come through on Wednesday for the midweek huddle. So come check us out for the midweek huddle, man. It's going to be good. Listen, we're on the road to 5,000. We're on the road to 5,000. This is just another milestone in our journey. How it all works, family. This is what we do. We hit the halfway mark, man. 2,500 subscribers on February 27th. We hit that. We just want to say a word of thanks. It cannot be overstated. This is because of you, all of you out there who are watching right now, because you guys share, because you guys continue to come through and support the live streams on Mondays, on Wednesdays, on Fridays. And then you continue to consume the videos we put out every weekend on live streaming best tips and practices, live video strategy. You guys are the reason why we are in this position, and you guys are the reason why we're gonna smash this goal. The road to 5K. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of the summer, and I think we can do it. So thank you guys so much for your support and your attention, and of course, Convos and Collabs. That is where we are right now. Convos and Collabs. That is the series that we're in right now. We're excited about it. We're excited to bring this to you, man. All kinds of conversations. Today is going to be on lighting and Amazon Live. Lighting and Amazon Live. Let me see if I can find where I'm at here. Okay, so let me turn that off, turn this one on. This is the guy. He's waiting in the wings right now, right? I love this quote from Lem, The Giving Economy: purpose over pain, progress over perfection. This guy, man, listen, y'all better buckle up, because he's not only going to give you tips and tricks, he's not only going to wow you with his setup, but he is going to give you a word from the Lord above, because this man is a preacher. We got a preacher of righteousness in the house tonight, man. So excited to have Lem. This is my brother from another mother. Excited to have him with us tonight. And I actually just figured out how to pronounce his last name, so I'm going to try that out when I get him on screen. Next week, man, I got my girl Desiree Martinez. We've already done one collab. We're going to do another. Got her coming through. She's going to be hanging out with us next week. Her quote is, "Take action now and stop doing you hate, okay? Listen, don't complain about it, be about it, okay? Desiree Martinez is that chick. She's gonna be with us next week. I'm excited about that. And next, the week following, we have Mr. Tube Buddy himself, Rob Balasavis is gonna be in the building. And listen, after Rob, we got DJ Strick. Man, we got Katie Fox from Ecamm. We have some convos and collabs lined up for you. So you want to get it locked. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. in the East. What's that? 5 p.m. in the West. You guys want to get it locked. You want to be here in the place, in the space, ready to hang out, ready to do this thing. And without any further ado, I'm going to drop this intro video and we're going to get Lem on screen because we got conversations to have. We got discussion to get into. So let's get it. Yes. I love that shot, Lem. What's good, sir?
What's going on, brother? How are you? We just changed it.
Listen, let me
change it all up here.
Let me make you big, man. That is a fun. Listen, folks. I don't know what you came for. But this is gonna be a fun conversation. This is not your typical. It's not your typical show. We are gonna have some fun. Look at Lem's setup. We geeking out tonight, man. Lem, this is gold, man.
Oh, man. How was everything, brother?
Man, everything is gold. Listen, this is what I want you to do right off the bat. I'm throwing up this first question. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, who you are, and your relationship to this whole live streaming game, man. Talk to the folks.
All right. Yo, my name is Lemuel. # LemDrops. Actually,
LemDrops in the building.
Through Ecamm. Yeah, through Ecamm community. We were just sharing some thoughts and some nuggets, and we decided to create it for ourselves. LemDrops, kind of give ourselves some
I love it.
And we got in there with a # LemDrops, and I've been doing live streaming since the beginning of the pandemic, which was in April, going into the first year this coming April. We're just excited about it, and I entered in because of our church needs. Obviously, I'm a pastor, like you mentioned, and because of that, I really got in. But before I became a pastor, but before I got into the pandemic, I was doing also professional photography as a weekend gig on Saturdays, on Fridays, and some portrait work and things of that nature, just kind of to supplement the work that I do. I'm also a nurse, so there's so many things that I'm going. Anyway, so all of this equipment were in my house. Professional equipment, professional cameras were in my house, but I was live streaming through my phone via the Facebook app. And I just thought, hey, you know what? I got all this equipment. I wonder if there's some way for me to bring my professional equipment into the live streaming space. And thankfully, I saw Ecamm, and at that point in time, Ecamm had just launched a new update allowing the cameras, mirrorless and DSLR cameras, to be able to speak, quote unquote, to their computers via USB. And as you know, the Cam Link was way expensive at that time. It was like
it was
$400.
It was crazy. Yeah, how much that joint was.
I did not want to. Purchase $400, $500 worth of a small adapter like that.
Nah.
And so the USB was a really godsend, and since that time, I just dove in, and I operate under the school of thought with Doc Rock, is that I'm a tinkerer. I just go until I break something.
Listen.
And then I go back and learn it.
Tinkerers unite. Listen, every video I have on my YouTube channel is because I broke something and I figured out how not to break it, and I documented it in a video, and those videos do well. So I love it. Yo, we got Let's Get Live in the building. Loving the presentation. They said, let's get live. All right. Listen. I want to let me make Lem big again. What I want y'all to see right quick, while we were, right before we went live, he was like, "Oh, Kirk, man, I got to get on brand, man. I got to get on brand." So you know what he did? Daniel T is in the building. What's good, Daniel? You know what Lem did? He said, I gotta change my lights to purple. Look at his lights. I love it.
That's right.
HIW family. Y'all gotta clap it up for my guy Lem, man. Y'all gotta put some virtual claps in the thread for my guy Lem. That is what's up. He's got his joint. And look how that purple just pops behind him, right? That's so good. Dude, that is so good, man. No, we're having way too much fun already, man. Listen, I am gonna dive in, man. I want you to, you know, in your own way, in whatever way you want to, man. What are some key techniques around lighting, man? Everyone, you know, the truth of the matter is, I've seen people use a webcam, a Logitech camera, or a DSLR mirrorless camera, right? And depending on the lighting, it's a fail or it's golden, right? And so some people are like, how in the world are you getting that kind of picture out of your phone? It's like the lighting, man. So talk to us about lighting, man. Let's hear a little bit about lighting.
Yeah, let me, before we get into lighting.
Yeah.
It's about the sensor on the phone or the equipment that you're using, right? So depending on how large the sensor is and how large or how capable your camera is, it's really light sensitivity. But in reality, it deals with the shadows, right? So when the shadows is there, it's trying to lift whatever that it's pointing onto, the lens is pointing to, out of the shadows. And so depending on the software, the sensor that's there, the way it handles light is different. So when you have a webcam or you have an iPhone or you have a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera, that sensor is actually doing the work of translating what it's seeing via the light it's receiving from its sensor. So when I went live on my phone back in before I got into Ecamm, shout out to Ecamm.
Shout out to Ecamm.
So I actually had lighting since I'm a photographer and I do off-camera flash work. And while I'm talking, I'll show some of my work, if that's okay.
Yeah, throw it up.
So so I know about lighting, and what I did, even though I had my iPhone only up there, I surrounded myself with lights so that in my imagery online via my phone, I was able to create a dynamic look or a contrast look, just so that I can manage the kind of sensor and be able to allow my iPhone to work its best, because I'm trying to provide it some lighting to help its sensor read the image. You know, so it comes again with the equipment that you have. If you're using a webcam, if you're using a FaceTime camera on your Mac, if you're using, just DSLR, all those things, depending on what you're using, the sensor is really trying to navigate its way through what light it has. And so with that said, then you have to introduce light in order for you to begin to help that camera understand what you're trying to present on screen. Right? It's right for photography, and it's also very much apropos for this live streaming platform. Right. There are 4 things that I talk about when it comes to lighting. I don't know if that's something that we want to talk about.
Yeah. Absolutely. Give us those 4.
Yeah, so the foundational of the 4 areas of lighting is shadows, shapers, separation, and then scene or surrounding. All right. So when it comes to any sensor that you have, right now you and I are using most likely a mirrorless camera. And it's high grade, and we have our lens that actually is able to allow light in better than maybe other lenses, right? So the real thing about the camera and the lens is the dealing with the shadows. It's not necessarily about the light, it's about the shadows.
Ooh, because that's good.
When you think about the shadows, then you can conceptualize the dynamics of your look. If you're just thinking, I'm just going to light myself up, well, lighting it, is not going to provide you the kind of dynamic work that you want to get out of your imagery. you have to first think of, where do I want the shadows to fall, so that I can then create the contrast between the shadowed area, the darker areas, and the lit areas.
Oh,
right?
wow. That's good.
So the first things first is to be able to control your ambient lighting or your environmental lighting, so that then you can introduce artificial light in there. I'm in a room right now that has 9 windows, and I'm in an angle, as you can see.
Yeah. From that other shot, yeah, we saw.
Yeah. So as you can see, I have about 9 windows here.
Whoa.
And the light just floods the room, right?
Right.
Especially during the day, it just floods the room. Well, what happens with that light is that it is a light that is not discerning. It doesn't discern where you want it to stop. It just goes until it doesn't reach, the light rays don't reach it anymore.
Right.
And so what happens is, it's evenly lit. The whole place is evenly lit until it can't reach anymore in the back areas. Then there's a little darkness there. Well, when you're dealing with that, then the contrast, your ability to provide contrast between yourself and your background and the foreground is really limited. And so the way to do that is then to be able to go and change the dynamic of the way the light comes in, and that is through your camera work. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of like going through a deeper level.
No, but this is good, man. And I can hear the sermon already. You continue. You keep going.
Yeah, you know what it is? Because I would like to have people, and Miss Diana, our business partner over here and one of our gurus and our mentor in the Let's Get Live community.
Sure.
Miss Diana always talks about your use case.
Right.
I don't want people to think, oh, Lemuel is going to tell me about the lighting that he uses, and I'm going to go ahead and purchase that light or set that light up, and have no foundational understanding as to why those lights are where they're at.
Right. You want to make sure you understand for your use case what the best light is going to be.
Yeah, so, David Hunt said, are all those photos on an iPhone? No,
Yeah,
sir.
no, sir.
I
didn't think so.
So the thing is to have an understanding as to why you are lighting the way you're lighting your scene. And having these foundation, I hope, is to help those of us that are lighting our scene think through exactly what it is we want to see,
right?
So that we can produce the kind of look we want to see.
Yeah.
All right. So first thing is the shadows. Now, once you set the ambient lighting, once you set the lighting for your room, how dark you want it, how bright you want it, is within your camera work, right? And we'll talk about the exposure triangle, and that's another thing, right?
Yeah.
You have to go and figure out, how do you want your room to look? Because once you set your room look for your light, then you can introduce artificial light. All right. And the artificial light begins to lift you primarily. Number one is to lift you out of the shadows, and it's to bring you to exposure for your camera to read and see your face, right? To read the light and be able to see your face.
Right.
So now you're in the shadow. Put yourself in the shadow, and then now introduce a light. Once you introduce that light is gonna hit you, and that camera is gonna lift you from off the shadows, and now that camera is talking to you, right? And of course, there's intensity, and then there is the characteristics of the light itself, but I don't know if that's something we want to talk about now too.
Well, let's deal with the light, and then I got one or two other little things I want to throw in there, little Easter eggs I want to throw in there. But let's deal with the light, and then we're gonna make some kind of transition to Amazon Live. But no. Let's deal with the light here now.
No. We're not going to talk about Amazon, because there's intensity, and then there is the characteristic of the light itself, the way it actually falls, right? There's the brightness of the light and the condition of the character of the light. So those are two different things.
No, that's true.
Yeah, those are two different things. I could make it hard light, or I could make it soft light.
Soft light,
so,
right?
It could have the same intensity, but the way it is addressed, or the way it lands on my face, can be two different things. All right. So you lift yourself out of the shadows. Well, now you're out of the shadows. The room is a little dark, and now you're 2D or one dimension, right? Because now the light is coming at you. If you angle the light, you may give yourself a little 2D look, because now that light is going to produce shadows that accommodate, or that responds to the contour of your face.
Of your face, yeah.
Right, yeah. So if you angle it to the right, then the shadow will fall to your left. Right. If you candle it high, if you angle the light higher, it will the shadow of your nose will come down. Right. So it's all now your eye. Where do you want that dynamic to look? Okay, or what you want your look to be. So the higher the light, or the more closer the light, there's so many other things, right?
But what I also hear you saying though is that there's several key decisions that you as the either photographer or as the live streamer or whatever, the person who's setting up that shot, there are decisions that you need to make. You don't just leave it to chance. The light's asking you questions you got to answer. Is that really how I want the look to be? If the shadow falls on one side and you're like, oh, okay, I'm lit. You are lit, but is that really what you want? And you got to answer those questions. Have that conversation. Yeah, man, you're doing good, man. Come on. We want more. Come on.
Yeah. And now again, even though you introduce one light, it's, you got the key light or the main light. You introduce the main light that lifts you from the shadow. That's why it's called the main light or the key light. It's the light. It's the light that actually lifts you from the shadows, takes you out of darkness into the marvelous light. Right? All right, so right there, that's one area, that's one issue. We could go for another 30 minutes just talking about that one light.
Oh yeah.
All right. But then now you want a shaper. So you're in 2D or maybe 1D. If you angle it correctly, you're probably in the 2D area, right? Two-dimensional area. Now you want a light to shape you, okay? And so a light on the other side of the key light will then, what they call is a fill light, will push some of the shadows that is cast by your main light off of your face now. And depending on how strong it is, it should be lower. It could be half as low. It could be a third as low. The intensity now I'm talking about. It shouldn't be as intense or as bright as your key light. That's just
should not be.
It should not be, because it's there just to lift the shadow, right, off your face. Now the shadows is causing some contours in your face. It's creating that dimension. So you want to have that, but you want it shaped too. So now the fill light comes in and it begins to shape your body, right? Because it's a little further back, but it's on the sides of you. It's called the rim light, right? I have two rim light. I have one to my left right here. And let me bring back my
get us to the slider. Get us on the slider.
Get us on the slider here. And
I love it.
All right. So if you can see, I have my left light and then the other light on my right side. On the left side, it's really lifting the shadows that my key light, this light, is casting onto my face.
Onto my face, right.
So it's now lifting that shadow a little bit so that I'm not as moody. All right. And then I have my
I love that.
Moody. And on my right side, I have this light a little further back because of what? Because I want it to be behind me that it gives me a little shape on the side of me. So now these are shapers. So we talked about shadows.
Right.
The main key light that lifts us out of the shadows. The other light, whether one or two, are shaping us. Then the third light is called a separator light or the backlight.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, it separates you because now, you're shaped, but now if your room is dark and your clothing is dark, especially if your clothing is dark, you might blend with the background a little bit. Now with the rim lights, with your side lights, that would be less. So, but you want to push your image out of the background. And so that way is to bring a light behind you. You could use a hair light, which I'm using right now.
Right.
This light right here. Okay.
Now, oh my. Okay. Right. Yeah.
I just changed the color here. All right. So that light is a hair light. And now look, I have it fairly close to me.
But yeah, I see the effect of that. Yeah.
But it changes. If you notice, it changes the effect. Even if I turn this off,
Yeah. It's a very different effect. Yeah.
it's a different effect
Completely.
because of what I'm trying to have it do. What am I trying
Mm-hmm.
to have it do? I'm trying for it to separate me from the background.
The background.
And how do I do that? I turn this back on, and now it's giving me a
gives you
little
that-
shape
that-
in the head. It's
yeah.
falling on my shoulders.
That's good.
It's now lighting my back, even my chair, and
Mm-hmm.
now I am 3D.
D.
So yeah, so now I'm 3-dimensional just because of my lighting.
Woo.
Then of course the last one is the surrounding light or your scene light, another aka practical lighting. Now practical lighting is also those lights that you put like on the back in the shelf, or some fairy lights, or some running lights on your shelving or what have you. But what I
Right.
have are 3 lights that actually light my room from behind me. It's the very thing that caused us to turn this room into purple.
Purple.
All right? And we could change it up.
Nice. It's like
Right.
a whole different place.
Yeah, and so that right there is for just scene change.
Yeah.
You know, just for vibe. And remember now, when you're dealing with color on your background, it's really emotive. So you think about the emotion of the color that
Change.
you want to.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and if it's just plain white, if it's just like you're just casting a white on it, it's just pretty much just telling you, you know, don't mind my background. You know, but if you put a light on there, you're saying, hey, this is what I want you to feel.
Exactly. Man, there's just so much gold here that he's sharing with lights, folks. Man, I'm hoping that folks, color is emotive. I see David is in the comments. He says color is emotive. I'm hoping you guys are picking this thing up. I'm hoping that you're taking notes out there. I know I'm gonna have to catch the replay a couple of times to see a few things. But this is good, man. Lem, that is.
Yes, sir.
I want to do something. Can you switch back to that other camera, the other shot, the BTS shot there real quick? I just want to
Yes.
I want to show something here real quick. One of the things that I love about what Lem has shared. Well, first of all, I like that you got one of your monitors portrait. That's just amazing. That workflow has to be nice. But one of the things
I was talking to David Blackman, the partner over there at LJL. I have this portrait because of some of the cheat that I want to do. If I have thought ideas and topic, I don't have to look right and left. I just look left, up and down, and
That's
my
good,
head
man.
doesn't move as much.
Right.
So my head, all I have to do is turn my eyes, and all the information that I need is to my right. And now I don't have to turn to follow the length of the monitor. I just lift my eyes left and right.
Woo, that's good. No, that workflow, I'm definitely gonna check when I redo my home studio. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Lem gave me some ideas for a new studio set, guys. So you guys need to be listen. We're not gonna share that on the live at all. But one thing, the reason why I wanted you to go to this shot is I wanted people to be able to see. You know, what is so amazing is that the way that it looks. So even at my church, when we're doing our streams on a Sabbath to Sabbath basis for our praise and worship team and then the band, you know, it's so cool for you to be able to look and see what Lem looks like in that bottom shot, but then to see what he has in his studio to produce that shot. That is amazing. That is amazing. And so sometimes you know it look what that end product is going to look like. That's what you want to have that picture in your mind of, and then begin to work your way backward in terms of how you're going to set up your light and all of the things that Lem has been talking about. And again, we're going to have to go back through and get the notes. Miggs, I see you're late, Doc, but listen, man.
What's going
Miggs,
on
I
there?
see. He
Come
said,
on, Deacon. Come on, Deacon.
Come here.
What's going on?
Deacon Miggs, how you coming in late, man? You're supposed to open the church. But at any rate, I'm
You gotta
definitely
go
going
back to the prayer room and pray for a little bit, bro.
I'm definitely gonna have to go back myself. But a lot of the things that Lem has been sharing with us, especially in terms of, light being emotive, right? Color being emotive and really setting the tone. You want high energy. You want your yellows and your oranges. You want something that's really cool. You want that blue. You want that purple. But yeah, you want to set your tone, and you want to set the visual table for your audience when you're about to go live, man. It's a whole thing. So this is why light is so critical. So critical. Yuritsi, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you coming through. So Lem,
Yes, sir.
What in the world are we gonna do next?
We can continue talking about light. I mean, lighting for me is really kind of the thing that's separate. You could have, like you said earlier. Go ahead.
Do me a favor. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's put up a picture. One of the shots that you posted in LGL this morning, right? When we were going ham. Throw up one of those pictures, and then just kind of dissect it for us.
Oh, we're gonna go to photography now.
Well, I want you to, because there's a couple of them on there. I immediately started to say to myself, I wonder what his lighting setup was for this shot. And so we can stay within the lighting category and just kind of just throw up one of those for those that.
Let's do that. Why not?
While he's getting that set, man. For those that don't know, man, he's got a page on Amazon called Merch for Togs. Am I correct? Merch for Togs.
Yeah, merch for Togs. But if you just go to shop.lemdrops.com, it'll get you right there.
Shop.lemdrops.com. I'm going to put that on screen. Shop.lemdrops.com. Let's get that on screen for people to see. It's on the screen. It's at the bottom here. I want you guys to see that. I want you all to check that out as well. He has a whole space. Here we go. So I mean, here now you're using some natural light.
No.
Really?
I am. I have. Well, the idea is to really, when you're doing photography like this and you're doing off-camera light, you want to balance the natural light with your regular light. So it doesn't look like you're actually adding an external light. And I have that, and then I'll show another one. But this light is actually hidden to your left. I have it in a softbox, a 24-inch softbox.
Oh wow!
And directed to them, I have my assistant holding it up, and it's about 13 feet up. Because they're on a rock. Right. They're on a rock.
Yeah. For those that didn't see the couple, they're there. They're on a rock in the middle of the picture.
Right, and I'll show you another one. But so I wanted to capture the scene. I think I have my 35 1.4 here. My Sigma 35 1.4 is what I'm using. The same lens that I'm using right now for my imagery here for this video. But yeah, we have the light here coming at them, and I have my assistant hidden between the trees and the leaves over there, and they this is the scene in Central Park, we wanted to make it seem like they're the only one there. Of course, no natural people actually climb on a rock just to stand there if they were the only ones. But that's another story for another day.
Hey, they can tell that to their kids, man. They can share that with their kids, man. That's what's up, though. That's good.
Let's look at this other one. All right. So this one is really.
This is one of the ones you shared earlier, and I was like, what?
Yeah, this is the one I shared earlier. There's several characteristics on it. The dynamic of this lighting. Thankfully, this is the promenade at the Bethesda water fountain over there in Central Park. This couple, it was an engagement session, and
wow.
It was about maybe 5, 6 o'clock, or maybe later, maybe 7 o'clock, and so there were not that many people there. This was previous to the pandemic, obviously.
Wow.
So I actually have several lights here. I have light that's being held by my assistant to their right on a softbox, and he has it hanging over them.
Oh, wow.
I took him out. Yeah, I took him out in post, right? I edited him out. So that it looks like they just lit. And behind them, I actually have another light in the stand, and that light has a gel on it, a reddish and a pinkish gel. one on top of each other, and it's actually facing the promenade, into the promenade. So that reddish, reddish light is not there. I created that light with my lighting.
Gold. That is gold. That is gold. Kim Lyles is on the live. What's good, sis? It's good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, we just listen. We're just talking tech. We're talking lights, and that red light is everything. That made the shot. Like, yo, Migs is asking what light specifically are you using? Like, you said that your assistant was holding a softbox. And then you've got, what light is that? How are you getting that much red?
Yeah, so the light is actually just a speed light on the back of them. That's just
wow.
And take all of this out here. So it is just this speed light right here.
Oh yeah,
one of these, not necessarily this particular one, but one of these lights I have. Let me see. Yeah, this one. Just a speed light. Just a speed light right here. Nothing crazy.
Okay, yeah.
And then I have it with gels. So
okay.
It's a whole system of magnetic modifiers.
Got you.
By Magmod. And actually, if you want to see me actually talk about this, my lighting for that, I actually have a live on Amazon where I talk about my photography. Most of the time on Amazon. This is a good segue, Greg.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it is. It is. No, this is a great segue. Yeah.
I actually talk about it on my Amazon Live, my photography there, and I have several photos that I break down and how I lit it and how I approach the shooting, etc., etc. So,
well, listen. We're gonna take a quick 90-second break just to show a quick video here, but I want to throw this question to the audience real quick in the comments. How many of you have ever done an Amazon live stream before? How many of you in the comments, talk to us, let us know. Come on, get to your keyboards, pull out your phone. If you're watching on your TV, go ahead and watch on the phone as well. Give us that double bang, right? But yeah, get to your keyboards, talk to us. How many of you have ever done an Amazon live before? How many of you have done an Amazon live before? And while you're answering that question, I want you to check out this video of the LGL crew, and I want you guys to make sure you go ahead and follow that page and like and subscribe to their channel. Let's check that out right now.
After the events of 2020, live streaming and video has forever changed, and we as entrepreneurs and creators have to shift with it.
Learning how to share my message through live streaming has been an invaluable tool for me and my community.
I believe all of us have fantastic stories to tell, and the world becomes a better place when we take the time to share them with others.
Video content creation online is about connection. It's about connecting me to you and you to me.
I think live streaming provides such a unique opportunity where people can just come together from all over the world and really create these really small communities, even though it's really a global community.
We have so many things planned for you, and we want to help you and your glow up.
So come along in our journey. We'll help you get really good at live video and video creation.
And I cannot wait to hear your story, hear where you're starting at, and help you get to that next level, then the next, then the next.
And I'm excited to be a part of this venture to be able to help those of us that have a message reach their audience.
Come with us as we teach you all of the tools, tips, and tricks you're going to need to take your video content creation to the next level.
And I am so pumped with the opportunity to be able to do that for you also.
I'm so grateful that you are here and you are a part of the Let's Get Live community.
And you can share your story because you need to be heard.
So I'm super pumped with what Let's Get Live is on the brink of creating for people watching the video just like you. And I'm so excited to be a part of it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. Let's get live. Peace.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes. Let's get live, man. So man, let's look at these comments real quick here. So, definitely. So Kanique says she hasn't done one, but she's watched them.
Yes.
Gary Jones says I have not, but I plan to do so soon. So he's gonna throw his hat in the ring here pretty soon. He says.
Yeah.
Venroy Wint says not done one yet. So that's listen. We've got a captive audience here. This is the right place. Albert says he didn't really even know anything about Amazon Live, but he has heard of it, of course. He is David Hunt is saying he's a faithful Amazon user and just joined the affiliate program. Let's get live.
Welcome.
Let's get live saying great video, if I must say so myself. Of course it's a great video. Oh man, listen. In the chat right now, just go ahead and put LGL. Just put LGL, man. If you're still with us, you're rocking with us. We're gonna show off some Amazon Live stuff here pretty quick, man. Just put LGL in the comments in the chat with us. We want to make sure you're still here. We want to make sure you're still locked in. Okay.
What's up, Migs?
I see that. Yeah. My wife and I are working towards getting Amazon Live up and running. You need to. You guys have. Look at that. We got LGLs coming in the chat. I love it.
That's it.
Gary Jones, Kanique, David, Migs, man.
So
go make sure you check out. That website is right underneath Lem's name. Let's get.live. Go ahead and check them out. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. I want to make sure that our communities are joined, man, because how it all works.
Yes.
And I personally have really benefited from the LGL community. It's just been a phenomenal space. But yeah, so Lem, talk to us. I mean, this is before we get into the mechanics. I want to just, because people keep on saying man, but is Amazon Live really worth my time? Am I missing an opportunity? What is the significance? I mean, what? And I mean, I have some stories, but I know you have been on there and you have been really kind of pushing the envelope where Amazon Live is concerned, and it's still very new. I want to make sure people know that these are spaces when things are new, like Clubhouse, Amazon Live, several other platforms. When they're new, it's a good time to start mastering that space, because then you become, one of the, as they say, big fish in a small pond. But that pond is only going to grow. That pond is only going to grow. So, Lem, talk to us a little bit about the Amazon Live, its significance, and what opportunities folks are missing by not being in that space.
Well, I don't know if anybody has heard of that.
My dude Monty Weaver just came through. I see it. Monty Weaver is
coming on.
Listen,
boy.
Of course he comes on right as we start talking about Amazon Live, and he is a monster.
His ears just peaked up.
He was like Amazon Live.
They're talking about my space, and not that kind of my space. But.
No, not that. We're telling our age now, Lem. We gotta be good. We gotta be good. All right.
Anybody has heard of Tom?
Mercy. Let's try and answer this thing real quick. Albert, we're coming to your question, but let's get to this thing real quick. Amazon Live.
Let
me get you bigger here. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and showcase this. Amazon Live is actually. Anybody's heard of Amazon.com?
I think so.
Heard of Amazon.com?
Yeah, I think a couple of us have heard of Amazon.com.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little known, but it is a worldwide phenomenon, especially here in the United States. It is the top place for items to be sold digitally, right? Amazon is the spot. And you can see me, that's my little moniker there. I have a mask. I wear a mask there because I came to this space due to my influence in Instagram and Facebook as a memer. Would you believe it or not? I create memes for photographers.
Yes, talk about it.
The folks that are there in that space, my memes for togs, actually do not know who is creating those memes. So there's only depending on how you measure it, there's only a handful that actually know who I am. So I always thought that, I think anyway, that the anonymity is part of being funny. So I continue to try to do my anonymity thing. Also, I'm selling actually that mask on my merch store. So there's also that other. So
there's also that added benefit there. That's what's up, right, man. We got to support in whatever way we can.
Share this. You said, is it worth it? I think my question is, are you one of those people that are always finding ways to find other avenues whereby you can make extra money? And if if you're one of those people, then it's going to be a yes. Are you one of those people that actually love to review products and items? Do you actually talk about some of the things that you actually use, whether live streaming or at home or what have you? Are you one of those people that actually enjoy surfing through Amazon like some people, and make it like part of their pastime just to look at those things? Now, if you're one of those people that likes to make extra money, that also likes to review items on their store, maybe you're one of those people that enjoy Amazon, then this space is for you. And this space is so brand new. It is in the at the foundational level,
Right.
So, and if you're one of those people that always thought, oh man, I wish I was right there when X space opened up, when YouTube opened up, or when Twitter opened up, when
Come on.
IG opened up. If you're one of those people, well, you have a chance to actually get in while the getting is good.
Come
before
on.
everybody else starts to see the potential that there is in Amazon Live. For those that
Right.
do not know Amazon.com is one of the largest, at least in the United States, is the largest online retailer. It is the mall where other smaller stores come in to sell their wares. There are thousands of sellers in that
Thousands.
space. There's
Yeah.
millions of items being sold through Amazon. And if you consider it, and I just heard one of our guys on Monte's group, Amazon Live Creators, if you are interested in being an Amazon Live creator, you should
cool.
really jump on and become one of our members over there. We have about 300 plus of creators there. Very powerful and strong and motivated and familial community there, much like the LGL group.
Nice.
So within that space, now you are brand new in this new rising area where everybody is jumping in. Like I
Yeah.
said, Amazon.com, if you don't know, is actually a fantastic place. It's like a digital mall. Everybody's there. Then I heard somebody on that space says that you have several search engines, right, that we know of, Kirk. You have Google.
Yeah. Google. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The second largest search engine is YouTube.
That's right.
And then you have Amazon.com.
That's
also
right.
as a search
engine. That's right.
Google search engine is for information.
That's right.
YouTube is for application.
That's right.
Amazon is for commerce.
Ooh. That's
All right.
gold.
People search on Google to find out what they need to find out in regards to one thing or another.
Mm-hmm.
People go to YouTube to see how they can do whatever it is
Yes.
that they have in their hand to do. And people search on Amazon because they're ready to purchase an item. You can have blogs and podcasts in this Amazon, in this Google space. You could have your YouTube channel and be monetized in there. But all of that, really, the people have to begin to get a hold of a link in order for them to purchase whatever item that you want to review. Amazon, people are already there.
Yeah.
People are ready. Somebody always say they're ready with their credit cards. No, their credit card is already in their queue. They're not even punching in their credit card. It's already in the system. All they have to do is push a button.
Done.
The Amazon Live creator, the Amazon Live influencer,
Yeah.
provides the service for those that are ready to purchase the items in Amazon to give them an insight to the product that we are reviewing. And if
Right.
they're interested already in the product, they will buy it.
That's it.
Now, they will buy it with or without us.
That's it. That's the truth. Come on, Lem.
They will buy it with or without us.
That's right.
But Amazon was kind enough, right? Bezos or whoever thought about it, to create this platform so that influencers like you and I can benefit from products that we are reviewing that people are buying because of our review. And we make up to 5%, in some items up to 10% of the item that is going to be bought through our store. And there's other dynamics in there that makes it so powerful. You can go to #LemDrops on YouTube and you can search for my videos with a few of my guys there, Jim, Chris, and Chris Giles, Chris Stone, and Jim Fuse. We calling ourselves the Amazon Bros, and we go in deep dive on Amazon every Tuesday at 5 p.m. at LemDrop. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you should, especially if you're looking to learn about Amazon Live, because that's the place where we just break it down and talk about Amazon, and we go from beginner all the way to those that are already wanting to increase their influence in Amazon. And like I said, that's the mall. And what we're doing is that instead of them buying an item from, I don't know, what's a mall place? What's a store in the mall?
Yeah.
Garage, let's say.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Aeropostale.
Aeropostale, H&M.
Apple store.
Yeah,
H&M. Instead of them buying there, we are the toll keepers, the door openers, and we say, hey, welcome to H&M.
Yeah.
And at the time, whatever they purchase in H&M, we make a percentage up to 5% of what they purchase in the store.
That sounds good to me.
And we did not listen. We did not put the product in the shelves.
Nope.
We did not. We're not sending it away. We don't have inventory. Nothing. All we're doing is saying, "Hey, this is the door. Come on in. Take a look at whatever you want."
Right.
When you purchase, at the end of the 24 hours, they'll give me a portion of whatever it is you paid for.
Man.
Just because I held the door open for you. It's really a service. You are really a doorman for people shopping.
That's good. That's good. That's good. And this is the power of Amazon Live. This is the reason why we wanted to make sure we get this question in here. And you've already given us, our last question was, give us an example, but we're getting close to our end time here, and I want to make sure that we have some time to well, number one, you've been plugging some things for us already, so we're happy about that. You've been plugging, shop.lemdrops.com. Hopefully you guys have checked that out. We've also plugged Let's Get Live. Make sure you guys are checking that out. Also want to make sure folks are following Merch for Togs. Want to make sure if you're a photographer, if you have interest in lighting, on
Tuesdays, like 3 p.m. like tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm actually every Tuesday at 3 p.m. on Amazon Live, I talk to professional photographers, and not just your regular run-in-the-mill people that just starting. I'm talking about professional photographers that are established in their craft, because I have about 9,000 people on Memes for Togs that are all professionals, and I go there and I say, hey, who wants to jump in? And who wants to jump in and have an interview with me and post your favorite photo? And then I say, we're going to let the community choose which one you will. So you're talking about the top of the top. So you got professionals actually judging who among them will be interviewed in the spot. So anyway, tomorrow I actually have an equine photographer from Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, chatting up with me on her work and her gear, and it's going to be something.
What time is that, man?
It's gonna be 3 p.m. Eastern
3 p.m.
Standard Time.
So that's 4. That's 2 for me. Yeah. I'm gonna mark my calendar. That's good, man. I wanna hear that conversation. That's gonna be great, folks. If you are not following Lem, you need to be following him in every form or fashion that you possibly can.
Yeah, just hashtag LemDrops everywhere.
Yeah. What I want to do right now, want to put up our last question, and this is I know I said this to you earlier. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how this will take place. I don't know in what form or fashion. Maybe we do something on Amazon Live. I don't know. But how can we do a collab? Like what we want to do, and I want to say this to the HIW family, is this is Convos and collabs. So we're having this conversation about Amazon Live and lighting. But we want to, at least I hope Lem is down, but I want to produce a video for the channel that's cross-posted. You find it on his channel. You find it on the How It All Works channel. But it's something that
You're
lends
so
itself,
smart, bro. You're just so smart. You are
something
incredibly
that
sharp.
lends itself to both of our brand. I mean, both of our areas of expertise. So I'm thinking, man, what can we do? What can we do? Yeah, Albert, thank you so much for that comment as well.
Yeah.
What
What I've done, and I've actually done it, is on Thursdays I talk about intro to live streaming. So that would be a perfect place for you to come, and I would ask you about your gear and what you use and all those other things. I don't know if you'd be open to that. I'd love to have you there
Thursday,
and
yeah.
just chat about all the gear. It's also at 3 p.m. Well, I'm changing it from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. because at 2 p.m., y'all, LGL will be going live every Thursday, 2 p.m., y'all.
I love that.
PM. Put it on your calendar. Make it happen, y'all.
No, man, Thursday's actually open, man. So let's see about. I'm gonna Thursday. So I'll definitely be on with for LGL's live stream. But let's talk through what that would look like in terms of us partnering on a live stream 101 type video that we could cross post on both of our channels. And I'll jump on the live stream, but we can maybe chop up that content and make it into something that we can, that I'm loving that idea, man. That's the whole idea of this space, is to have these conversations and then to put out something collaborative so that everybody can benefit, man. And I just want to say a word to my guest, Lemuel. Ayutud. Did I say that right?
Yeah, dude.
I tried it, man. I tried it. But I want to say a word of thanks, man, for taking time out of your busy schedule, coming and hanging out with the How It All Works family, for sharing from your expertise and your experiences, lighting, photography. Man, you shared with us so much, and even the Amazon Live nuggets are just golden. And for those who have been watching, and for those who are catching the replay, this is information you want to take to heart. But I just want to say a word of thanks to you and to the crew, and for coming through, man. It's truly appreciated. Truly, truly appreciated.
My pleasure, sir. And thank you for having me here. It's amazing.
Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna wrap this thing up, and then we'll chat a little bit more in the after part, in the after live. I don't know if that's even a term.
That's it.
Oh man, folks, man, I have so much fun every time we have guests on here, every time we get a chance to engage around these topics. Live streaming, best practices, tips, tricks. What can we do? What are some of the things that we're not missing? What are the things that we are missing? What are the things that we can do to help level up? And I love what Let's Get Live is doing. I love what Lem brings to the table. We didn't even get a chance to talk about the giving economy and his entire thing around benevolence and the fact that he is a minister of the gospel. We didn't even get a chance to chat about that. So you know what that means? That means I'm going to have him back. That's what it means. I've got to have him back because we want to make sure we get to some of those points as well. I want to jump to who we're going to have next week. And so Rob's on screen right now, but next week we actually have Desiree Martinez is going to be on next week. So hoping you guys can come through, hang out with us, check out what she's got to say. Again, another conversation and hopefully another collab, even though we've already done a collab before. So I'm excited to have her on, excited to engage around these topics. Listen, it has been my absolute pleasure to chill and hang out with you this evening in this new live series, Convos and Collabs, here at How It All Works. I'm hoping that somewhere in the video, somewhere as me and Lem were chopping it up as we were talking about lighting at Amazon Live, that you were able to put some of those puzzle pieces together, that you were able to have that light bulb aha experience, that you're able to kind of peek behind the veil a little bit. Essentially what I'm saying is I'm hoping you're able to figure out how it all works. I hope that you've subscribed. If you haven't already, do that, because we want you to be on this journey with us. And we hope that we'll see you in another video. Later.